My name is Morgan Brozena. I'm the head field hockey coach, and I'm going into my 4th season here at Kenyon. So the style that we're really looking to play this year is something that's very aggressive. We've made some changes to our formation, currently making some changes to our press, and we want to go hard and fast. I think that we have the depth on this team to be able to run at a really high pace. So we're trying to push them and make it really challenging for the other teams. So we're going to go get the ball, and as long as we keep the ball, the other team doesn't have it, so they can't score. We're trying out different presses. We're going to get really creative with some of our kind of concepts, and we have the team that is willing to make those changes and take those risks and learn and try something new. We have a senior class of 10 this year, and we have high expectations for them as a group. A lot of them have been starting and playing pretty consistently throughout their careers. And I think that's going to give us really good leadership on the field, help some of our underclassmen really get comfortable because they see people who've been playing a lot. Our backs this year are probably some of our newest players on the field. We did graduate 2 starting backs last season. So we have a lot of just hungry athletes who are excited to play. I think my favorite thing about our defense is that they have like a thirst for learning more about the game. A lot of them are watching and studying film. They're just really smart players and very driven in that way. Our defense has always been very solid. Taylor works a lot with them and is able to really increase the level that they're playing. We also have a good strength in being able to attack out of our backfield. Our defenders are not people who just get the ball and send it up the field. They really have the desire to take it and continue it up the field, even if that means they end up being the ones in the circle to score. We have 2 goalkeepers on our team this year. Megan is a returning senior on our team, and then Sophia is a first year. And I think my favorite thing about them is that they're really pushing each other. So I think some of their strengths are that they're always competing with themselves and each other to be better keepers. They're very athletic. They're moving all over the cage. We're not just stationary. So I think we're going to really challenge the other teams and be very difficult to score on. Our midfield is very adaptable, so we're probably changing our formation this year, and we're going to put more people into our midfield because we have so many and they're very versatile players. We have midfielders who could defend. We have midfielders who are very comfortable attacking. So we're changing it so that there's a lot more transitioning in our play where we can use the field more and hit those center points. We have some first years who are in that midfield mix and they're really excited to learn a new style. We have a lot of returning midfielders who have just been really solid and consistent the entire time. I think our midfield strength is that they are very steady. They don't do anything too flashy. They don't take a lot of risks, but what we do very simple and very clean every time, which is most important when we're transitioning in that spot. Our attack is aggressive. They're fun, they're very fast, and they really want it. So I think one of their strengths is just their desire to score. I know that seems pretty obvious for offensive players, but we have to want to finish the ball. You can't just send it into the circle and stand there, and they're always willing to do the hard work to get in there. They're very gritty. They'll do whatever it takes to finish the ball, and I think having a lot of speed on our attacking line is also going to be one of our big strengths. So last season, Grace Lane was the Offensive Player of the Year for the NCAC, and we're really excited that we get her for another season. Our game plan for her is pretty much the same as it was last year, where our offense doesn't center around one person. We're constantly moving and switching and creating like chaos in our attacking 25, and that's really what we'll still aim to do. Grace has done an amazing job of finishing the ball and scoring. She's been a real threat on our attacking corners. And I think at this point, our game plan is just to use the people that we have available. It's not going to be just her, but we are still hoping that she's able to finish and score as much as she did last season, if not more. Our schedule this year is a little unbalanced. We have a lot of home games here in the beginning, but I think that's actually a big strength for us. We're going to be able to settle in, really figure out who we are as a team without having the hurdles of traveling or any of those additional obstacles put into place. once we start traveling in October and we're on the road more, I think it'll actually work out really well this year because we're going to be so confident and set in our ways by then that even taking some of those longer trips will just be something that we handle and not a big hurdle to go over.